Hey, what's up guys? So today we're gonna look at the really cool looking but pretty expensive Booq Boa Squeeze backpack. Again, this is the Booq Boa Squeeze. I believe right now they have a different style out as well. This is a Graphite, basically like a ballistic nylon. They have another one that's kind of gray, which looks really nice too, but the asking price is just way too much. For reference, this right here is $130, and it is quite a bit to pay for a regular backpack. But I'll get to why I got this and what I think and whether it's worth it or not in my opinion. So a little background. Basically, I was shopping around for a backpack. I started taking a design course, like a part-time course after work. And instead of lugging around a huge backpack, I want something a little bit more portable. A little bit more stylish and not necessarily professional looking, but just something a little bit more hip. Because after all, it's for vanity reason. I'm going to design course. I want something that's a little bit more slick. So look at different type of backpack. They have the retro style. They have like really futuristic, crazy looking ones, like from Alienware. They have some nice backpack too, or a little bit more outdoorsy, basically different type. So in the end, I kind of want something that's a little bit more polished and low profile. And in this case, it's definitely the form that's driving the function. And yeah, maybe it's not the best idea to pick backpack, but I figure like, okay, if the backpack looks slick and it's of a certain price point, I figure functionality-wise, it cannot be that bad, right? And for the most part, I am kind of correct in this case. In the Booq Boa Squeeze, it does have some cons, in my opinion. So let's go over some of the basic features first. There are a lot of videos online already and reviews online already, so I won't go over everything. Feel free to check out those videos. But I feel like all those videos are basically praising backpack without going over some of the cons, so that's what I kind of want to touch on here as well. But really quickly, the backpack opened this way, which is kind of unique, and that's actually one thing that I like about it. When it opens, the whole thing, sorry, it's like dog fur everywhere. It opens like this, which is pretty cool. I actually really like it. I'm able to reach all the way down into the backpack. So the mouth is really wide up top, but as you get down, it narrows. It narrows. And do something like this. And while the backpack looks really slim, it can actually fit a lot of things. For example, I have a 13-inch MacBook Pro right here. I'll slide it into the laptop compartments. They have a little Velcro that actually does not usually stay closed. I mean, as soon as I start moving around, it comes loose. So this is pretty pointless right here. If they were to extend this maybe like half an inch, then I think it would be more useful. At this moment, every single time I open the backpack, this is loose. So this is pointless. It is roomy. I usually can put another notebook, like actual pen and paper notebook here in the laptop compartments. And when I go to work and class afterwards, I usually bring an iPad as well to read during the commutes. So I'll put this in the front compartments. And because it's summer and you know they love to blast the AC, sometimes I'll bring a jacket as well. Usually I bring a small fleece jacket or even my North Face Micro Thunder jackets. I did a review on this, by the way. And it looked pretty big, and this compartment looked pretty small, but it's actually deep. So this would actually fit. Everything fits in a neat package, and I'll put the laptop charger right here. And if there's anything else, I can like shove it in front, and I close it up. The zipper pulls pretty easily. It is a little tricky when it gets to this portion. So one hand operation is a little bit more tough. I mean, you can, right? Because the zipper is relatively smooth. But you cannot beat the regular, this type of zipper. However, that's reasonable enough given the shape. I think they did a pretty good job here. So in terms of compartment, you also have a little compartment right here that's lined with fleece. So I think the intention is that you can put your sunglasses or like phone here so they do not scratch. So besides this, we also got two side pockets one of which I have a bottle of water in there. I have a little keychain, detachable ones, and a little slot right here, like right here, if you guys can see it. Just put this back in. And show you the other side as well. So as you can see, the zipper actually unzipped all the way. And when you open it up, this one also got a separate pockets, and it's pretty deep. And normally I'll put my like wallet and key here, bottle of water here. If it looks like the day's gonna rain, I shove another umbrella in the main compartments. Right here. And everything fits. I'm really impressed by the volume. And I guess that's why they call it a boa, because even though the boa looks so skinny, it can actually fit in a lot of things in the stomach. Same case here. So in terms of like volume, I'm really happy with it. The compartments are nice. Oh, there's one more here, which I never used. I never used this one, but yeah, there's one more compartment. I like the fact that they did not overdo the compartments. They give you just enough options. Now, the things I do not like about this backpack is that while this profile looks really slim on your body, the problem is because of this profile at the bottom like this, right? It does not stand up. Now, before getting this backpack, I know this is an issue already based on some of the reviews that I've read. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I kind of wish, like, I mean, you can lean against something. You know what? Let me retrace that a little bit. I think this is not a deal breaker for me. I mean, coming in, I know it's like this. If given a choice of like this profile, the slim profile, versus like whether a backpack can stand on its own or not, I think I'll still pick this slim profile, because later I'm gonna put some video up of me wearing it. Even though the backpack is this long and actually this wide, right? It actually looks really slim on the body. So I do like that, except it is a shame that it cannot really, it's like slides off easily, right? So even if it leans on something else, it has to be slanted a little bit more than a regular backpack. It's not a big deal, but I mean, it does kind of nag me slightly. Now, turning this around, looking at the shoulder strap, what surprised me is that these shoulder straps looks really rigid. It's almost like there's two layers here. The outer layer is almost like some kind of hard plastic or foam. Sorry, not foam. Hard plastic or cardboard. I think it's probably hard plastic of some sort, with really stiff foam underneath it. So this edge, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, is actually really rigid. I'm kind of surprised it's not cutting my shoulder yet. So I think they did a pretty good job. The foam side, I wish it's a little bit more padded, but so far it's okay. And looking at it closely, I see that it's kind of fuzzing up slightly along the edge. And I have been using this for about, I'll say 2.5 months. So we'll see how it holds up over time, but it is kind of fraying near the edge. It's not like it's gonna come undone, but it is kind of getting a little furry. Same thing down here. The stitching is coming loose a little bit at this little corner. It's fraying a little bit, which is a little bit worrisome. Another thing I noticed is that these straps, they come loose really easily. Easier than my other backpack. I'm not sure if because it's narrow or if it's like really smooth, but that's what I noticed. Like from time to time I have to adjust it. It's almost like this tension or this friction is not really doing an excellent job holding it. And I made sure that I did not lift this up, because as you lift this, you kind of unlock it and you can adjust. So it was cinched down, and then from time to time I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I think it moved a little bit. So I'll give it some more time and see. Another thing is that they're really good at marketing in terms of tags. This tag, when you wear it, is like right here on the chest, which I do not mind at all. But I just thought it's pretty interesting. So they have really good branding. I mean, it looks nice, so I don't mind it. Some cool feature include this right here, Terra TerraLink, I think that's how you pronounce it. So what you have is that each backpack has a unique number, unique ID that you can register at TerraLink. And the idea is that if you lose your backpack and somebody picked it up and is willing to kind of do a little research to kind of return this back to you, they can actually find your contact information at TerraLink. And in one of the reviews, the author actually said that this actually happened to him. He lost his backpack and somebody actually contacted him and returned his backpack. So that was great. Good to have. Now, the padding is excellent. I really like this padding. It's really comfortable. There's enough spacing right here so that your back is never really hot. Now, the one issue I do have about this back pad is that if you're wearing a shirt that's not tucked in and you're walking, your shirt's gonna lift up. I guess like this portion is a little bit grippier than regular ballistic nylon. So as you walk, it's actually hiking your shirt up. Now, I'm gonna wear this just like on my body later on in this video so you can kind of see how it looks on your body. I mean, why do a backpack review when you don't show how it looks on the body, right? So I'm gonna try walking around, see if you can reproduce this. 9 times out of 10, when I walk to work, I always have to keep hiking my shirt back down. It's really annoying. It's only like 1 or 2 special shirt, maybe the material is a little bit more slick, that does not catch on here and get hiked up. And this is a really big deal breaker for me personally. If I had known this material is gonna pull my shirt like that, I probably would have passed on this backpack. But overall, I do like this backpack, but that is one of the major complaints that I have about this bag. It would be nice if this material becomes like, maybe just end this a little bit earlier and this become like ballistic nylon where it's a little bit more smooth so it does not tuck on your shirt. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. All right, well, with all that said, let's I'm gonna end this recording right now. I'm gonna like film again with me wearing a backpack so you can kind of get a sense of how big this looks on my body and how it wears. All right, so you guys will have to excuse my hair. Just got a haircut, so it's kind of especially the back. But anyways, let's get back to the backpack. So as you guys can see, I'm a pretty small guy. I'm 5'6.5", about 145, 150 pounds, so I'm pretty slim. So one of my goals for this purchase is to find a backpack that kind of fits my frame. So as you can see, I feel like this backpack fits a bill. Although it's tall and it has depth, it can fit a lot of things, but the profile is really slim. The curve down towards the bottom of the bag really helps the profile, and I really like how much room it takes. Like at least your perceived volume. It doesn't look big, but it can hold a lot of things, and I think it's the perfect size to haul a laptop, iPad, some water, and then maybe like a small notebook or 2. You can actually cram in a lot of things in the middle, but of course, as you cram more things in, it's harder to take things out from the bottom. Now, I cannot really illustrate this issue because I'm not really walking long distance. I'm talking about an issue where I kind of like pull the shirt up, but usually I'll find my shirt like up like this after walking a block or 2 in DC. Usually I walk about, when I go to design class after work, I walk about 10, 11 blocks, and it's almost like after a block or 2 I have to pull my shirt down and then walk, and after a block or 2 I'm like, oh, back up here again, pull it down again. So usually my shirt length is a little bit shorter, about here, so it's right on the edge where the kind of like where the bag at the bottom of the bag is. So I'm guessing as I walk, maybe it bounce up and down. As it bounce up, it kind of pull the shirt up a little bit, and the shirt kind of get caught in the pants and it stays up here. It's just annoying. For me, it's annoying. Otherwise, I do like this backpack. I really like how slim it is. I think it fits a bill in terms of like a slim bag, something that looks pretty slick, pretty pretty tacky without going overboard. So let me just kind of spin a little bit so you can get a sense. And notice I said they're good at branding. Look at this. It's like right here in front of your chest. Looks nice though, so I don't mind. And that's pretty much it. So basically this is the Booq Boa Squeeze bag. They have different color. They have a gray one, which looks awesome, but I think that's $200 if I remember right. And this one I have is the Graphite. It's basically black ballistic nylon, and it costs $130 on Amazon right now. Now, if you were to ask me whether I would buy this again, I would say no. Mainly because of the shirt issue. It's pretty annoying. I mentioned slippage here too, but it's not. It doesn't happen enough that it causes annoyance. It just kind of like once in a while. I was like, okay, I gotta tighten this up a little bit. But this is a big deal. Also, for a backpack, $130. It's quite a bit of money. If I were to assign a value to this, like what would I be willing to spend this? How much money would I like to spend on this? I would say maybe like, I think between $50 to $60 would be a fair price. Yeah, they're probably pissed off at me right now. But I mean, just being honest here, based on what I see, I think like $50, $60, that's like a fair price. If you want to add a little bit more because of like the design work, I'll say maybe like up to $75, $80. I think that would be a fair price. $130 is a little bit of a premium, but of course, like depending on how well off you are, $130 may be like whatever, you know. Oh, I dropped some money on the money. Oh, there, I dropped some money on the ground, and that's $130 right there. But I'm not rich like that, so I mean, it is. I was like, okay. If I were to do it again, I probably won't. But if the price is about $75, $80, I think it's worth it. But I do hope that they fix this little issue, or maybe just me, I just gotta grow taller. So, and that's pretty much it. And I hope this review have helped you guys, especially with the backpack on my body, because I really, when I was shopping for backpack, I'm like, please put this backpack on you so I can see how it actually looks like when you wear it. So, hopefully this helps somebody. All right, see you guys.